Amazing.
Very good.
You have to forgive the appearance. I have had 4.5 hours of sleep. So, I'm not exactly dressed for the ball.
Still gorgeous, Daisy.
Tracy, what happened to your voice?
Pardon?
What happened to your voice?
Oh, we're all been struck down with something pretty horrible in this house. So I'm losing my voice.
Hi, Pete.
Hi, Pete.
I'll just bring my notebook.
How many more people are we waiting for?
I think Ho and Di.
Yeah, we have a few more from Melbourne.
Yeah, a few of the Melbourne boys still coming on, I think.
So I'm recording already from the phone, Tracy.
Okay, so should we just get started? Because,
I would honour Daisy's time and just get started. I'm sure it won't.
We can wait a few more minutes. It's no problem. I'm, wide awake, although I might not look it.
All good?
All good?
All good. Ready.
Okay.
All right, so I'm guessing we're talking to the retail queen of GWT. Is that correct?
You certainly are. Do you like my title, though? Sanaz gave me that title a few years ago, and ever since then, that's what everybody calls me. I have to laugh.
I'll have to make you a crown, Daisy.
Oh, I can't wait to wear that one. I'll wear it at the next convention.
Yeah, but I think nobody in the company has the same experience you have, because first of all, you're so many years with the company, and second of all, you did so many amazing stuff. Like I see you in all the trade shows, and I see you in all the training, and in every three-way I'm on, there is someone mention you. Oh, I know this lady that she's doing branding parties and making $4,000 every Sunday. So we feel very grateful and fortunate to have you here with us.
It is my pleasure.
Looking forward to this training, and I think we can start.
Do you think we should start now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put on my spectacles and see everybody's names. Okay, Shay, Asaf, Peter, Diane, I know Diane, Tracy. Excellent. All right, are we ready?
We're ready, Daisy, when you are.
Well, good evening. Anat. Hello, Anat. Good evening. There's not too many of us, so I'm going to say that if you want to ask me questions as I go along, we can do that. I think everybody's okay with that, right? Okay, so I'll tell you a bit about myself, because I don't think I've talked to everybody at convention. So I started in 2008, and my biggest background was the love of jewelry, basically. Ever since I was a kid, I took after my mom. So it wasn't like I knew anything about how network marketing works or anything about selling. I'm an accountant. So, from accountant to the branding queen or the retail sales queen, that's a very far stretch. But what I did is I was working for the government as an accountant for the Ministry of Finance. And I met, the first time I went to see the company and to see the opportunity, it was with a girl that didn't speak very good English. So I didn't really understand where I was going. I thought she had her own jewelry store she was taking me to. Anyway, I end up in this office, not the office you guys saw if you came to convention. Did everybody here come to convention? No, okay. Okay. So you didn't see the office we have right now, which actually we're outgrowing as well. This was an older office, also very, very nice, but much smaller. And I ended up in a boardroom with 4 people. Lior was one of them that you know. And there was one person, Marian Kaza. I don't know if you guys had a chance to meet her. She's actually from Canada as well. She was so nervous doing the presentation about the company. It was hilarious. I felt bad for her because I had been to other presentations about either timeshares and whatnot. I had researched everything and I wasn't interested. Now, my husband was always into business, so I had a great idea about what business is like, but I didn't have my own experience with having my own business. So I go to this place, and this lady is really nervous making the presentation. So I decided not to leave, to sit there and listen. And then Lear came in and did the compensation plan on a whiteboard. And the compensation plan was nothing like it is today. But he didn't struggle through it. He had a nice flair about him and whatnot. And I had to kind of laugh. And then they said to me, we'll have you meet one of the VPs, the vice presidents, which was Sanaz at the time. So I met her and I liked her on sight because we just kind of got along. Our cultures are very similar. I'm Greek, they're Iranian. And here comes Ramin out of his office. And the other lady I was with, she says to him, Daisy has the same background as you. Your mother was with the embassy, a foreign diplomat, and so was Daisy's father. So him and I got talking. And I'll tell you, the thing that caught me was the fact that he didn't say, the company was fairly new at the time, right? And I had gone through the tour and everything, and again, much different than it is today. But what got me was, he didn't say, I want to do this, and I want to go to Hollywood, and I want to do the Emmys, and I want to be the biggest, and I want to develop this. He said, I will. I am going to the Emmys. I am going to the Oscars. I will be one of Hollywood's official designers, blah, 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 blah. And that got me. There was something about the way he was saying it. So immediately after that, 2 weeks after that was convention. So I decided to go to convention. I had done research before on the company. Not everything. There was one person there that had a bit of a story on the internet. But if you guys are computer savvy, you will know that whenever you read something bad about somebody, you got to read who writes it, who's writing it. You got to read about them, right? Because anybody can post anything on the internet. So I did that. And I skipped the bad part about that person, and who's not in the company, by the way, anymore. And I decided to join. And ever since then, of course, my love for jewelry made me buy everything on site, right? We didn't have as many products. Obviously, I didn't buy all of them, but I bought as many as possible. And I didn't want to get rid of them. I want to wear everything. So when we came up with the branding parties and whatnot, I thought, okay, this is a great idea. So what I'll do is I'll show all my products and I'll take orders from there. I'm not selling my own products. I ended up eating those words because I have sold things right off my shoulder. I'll give you a funny example. Last year I went to Greece to bury my aunt. And at the funeral, I was wearing one of the black day-to-day purses. And another aunt comes up to me and she goes, honey, so good to see you and everything. She says, I want your purse. I said, okay, Auntie, let's just wait. After the funeral, I'll talk to you and because they all know what I do. So I said, I'll talk to you and we can order one. And she goes, no, there's no time. I said, you really have to wait. Yeah, it's true. These are Greeks. I'm telling you, they're crazy. Anyway, she was leaving the very next day and she didn't want me to order anything for her. She wanted my purse. So basically, she brought me a plastic bag. She didn't give me her purse in return or anything. And never mind, being a bit thoughtful. She brought me a plastic bag. I put all my stuff in there and I gave her my purse. I sold her my purse right off my shoulder, right? How bad is that? Anyway, that's a funny story I'd like to share with everybody because nobody believes it. But it's true. If you wear it, you have to be the product of the product. If you wear your stuff, if you knew you don't have enough, that's fine. But once you start getting stuff, you've got to wear it. People will stop you at one point or another, wherever you are. They'll ask you, especially ladies, because ladies compliment ladies a lot more. A guy is not likely to come up to a guy and go, hey, man, I like your chain, because you'll think something different, right? But ladies will. Anyway, so let's get into the branding party. So I did get into the branding parties. We actually got robbed. And I lost all my stuff at one point. which was very, very sad. So I had to double my own inventory. That was my excuse, right? I got robbed, I'm hurt, I need to double everything. So now at my shows, I have quite a lot to show, which is great for the most part, right? And I'll tell you, are any of you brand new to the company? You're brand new. Okay, 2 of you. Congratulations, that's great. And what levels are you at? Are you both diamonds?
Yes, I'm diamond. It's Tash. Hi, everyone.
Everybody diamond here?
No, I'm not.
Who said that?
Tiffany.
Oh,
I'm
hi,
Palladium.
Tiffany. What level are you at, dear?
Palladium.
Palladium. Congratulations, that's fantastic. It's like Ramin says, it's not how you come in or how you start, let's say. It's how you finish, right?
Mm.
Hi, beautiful girl.
Mhm.
Okay, so first things first, have you guys all made your list? List of all the people you know. Excellent. That's, that list is very key. It's very key for the business and it's very key for the retail side. Obviously, as you've learned about the company and you know enough, the getting into the network marketing aspect, building your team is what's going to give you consistent and residual income. Retail sales is as you work it. I've excelled because I love them. There's months due to personal circumstances and whatnot, I can't do it. Those months, there's no income unless it's coming from my team. So don't think that you're going to have a consistent income from sales because it's not consistent. It's exactly what you put into it. Can you do a party once a week? If you can, amazing, then you'll make some money. And not every week, right? So first things first, you got to make your list. If you want ideas about the list, you've got to go into your back office. Actually, to see everything you want to know about the GWT at home, which is the branding parties. This is a manual that myself and Sanaz and a couple of other ladies put together. I'm an expert on this manual because I did all the editing, I did all the typing, I did most of it, myself and Sanaz, right? You have it in your back office under dashboard, under my tools and resources. And I think it's business in a file, products and tools. And you'll see GWT at home kit or manual. I'm not sure what it says right now, right? You got your list, you got your information, we go from there. Once you have your list, have you already entered all the people you know, your family and your friends, as VIP customers? Nod with me. No, don't go like this. Nod. Okay, there you go. If you haven't, you got to. Okay? There's no obligation to them. And there's one thing you have to remember. Your family and your friends are some of the last people that are going to join you in the business, that are going to come to your parties, and that are going to buy from you. But that's okay. Because all you want them for is to spread the word, to tell people they know or people they meet, or if they're at work and somebody says, oh, my daughter is looking for an engagement ring, or she's looking for gifts for the bridal party. Hey, my son is in a company that has, exclusive designer product, perfect for that occasion. Let me put you in touch with him. It's that type of thing. So don't expect your family and your friends all to join you or to come to every party. The most we can hope for is that they're going to hold parties for us for people they know, either their work people or other friends they know, or their husbands or their wife's friends or something like that, right? You tell, hang on, I got a note coming in. What's the note, darling? Oh, that's not a note. Okay. Off with my spectacles. You didn't see that. None of you. You got to telephone your guests, right? So we started with an invitation. You got to pick a date. And if you are going to do the first party, has anyone done branding parties here? I got one. Okay, I got one. Two. Okay. So let's pretend we haven't done anything, right? As diamonds, most of you are diamonds. You've done one. Fantastic. As diamonds, you should have some products by now. If you're on the same location, or if you have anyone from your My 5 nearby and you don't have enough product, you need to ask them to help you. You need to ask them to come in and bring you some of the products to showcase. If that's not possible, don't worry about it. There's nothing to worry about. You can still do a party. It doesn't matter if your house is big, if your house is small. All it matters is that you have a spot, be it a table, be it a counter, a kitchen counter. You have a table to display your products, okay? That's all that matters. If you really don't want to do it in your own house, do it at mom's, do it at brother's, do it at sister's, do it at somebody else's. But your first party has to be with your family and your friends. You have to introduce them to your products. Also, if you're brand new, this is a great way to introduce them to your business. You're not going to talk the business. You are going to only show the products, but it's a great way for them to see exactly some of the products that you have, okay? And that's a good way to introduce your business as well. So we plan the venue. The venue is whatever location you want it to be. You plan a date and a time. It's good, at least for your first party, to have somebody with you that can help you. If you can't, that's okay, you can handle it. Trust me, it's not, you know, the end of the world. Not everybody's outgoing. Like, I mean, I can go on and talk, so you think I'm outgoing, which I am. Not everybody's like that, but that's okay, because the first party is your family and friends, right? So you don't need to be an expert. You don't need to have stage fright. You don't need anything like that. You pick the date, you pick the time, you pick the venue. Try and have somebody with you. If you can't, it's okay. Telephone your guests. Invitations by email. If you don't want to do it by email, if it's a neighbor that doesn't have an email or you don't know their email address yet, we have in the back office, we have templates for invitations, for occasions, for everything, right? So you go into that, print a copy, write it out, invite people. I'm going to suggest that you invite at least 50 people. If you're lucky and 25 confirm, 15 might show up. Might. Ladies and gentlemen, life happens. So the kid got sick, my dog ran away, I was working late, I got drunk last night, which they're not going to tell you, and I have a hangover and I just don't feel like coming. It happens. It's everyday life, right? The first thing is your mindset. Do not take everything personally, anything, and do not expect even all the people that confirm to show up. A lot of times they don't, because they can't, right? That's just human nature. I'm sure all of us have had an appointment of some sort at one point or another that for whatever reason we had to cancel. It's the same thing. How do you invite people? You don't say, oh, come on, you got to see my products. I got the best watch for you, or I got the best ring for you, or whatever. You invite them to say, you know what, guys, this is my first party, or this is my second party, or whatever the case may be, and I want to show you some of my products. I want to show you what I do, what I got into this most profitable business. So I want you to come from anytime from, 5 to 7 or whatever, at the maximum 3 hours, and see what I got. We have the most amazing upcoming occasion, Mother's Day. So everybody, I assume, is on Facebook, other social media, right? Start posting. Grab a picture from our website, grab a picture from one of our products, whatever picture you want. We also have templates, and you've all been sent copies of the templates for Mother's Day. So grab one of those pictures, post it on your Facebook, write a little note, and off you go. You have got to advertise your business. When you set up this party for Mother's Day, advertise it on Facebook, on your Instagram, on Snapchat, whatever else you might be into, okay? You gotta, it's up to you to advertise your part. Remember, this is your business, right? So the more you advertise, the better it is. Mother's Day, I thought, last night I was on a call. I was doing the same type of training with New Zealand, and I was on a call, and I thought that I have 2 weeks till Mother's Day. I don't. We have 1 week till Mother's Day, right? No, we do have 2 weeks. Oh, yay, I do have 2 weeks, because I have 5 parties booked before Mother's Day, and I thought I had to do them all in 1 week, and I thought, oh my God, I'm going out of my mind, which is great. It's a great way to go out of your mind. Sorry, give me a sec. Okay. So we are going back to the venue. You've invited your people. Before you invite them, you have to consider your venue. I suggest your home. For those of you who have already done it, who have introduced your family, you have a myriad of places you can do it. If you go to church, there are church halls, there are church events, right? There are restaurants, community centers, there's charity events, beach clubs, because you guys are all in the beautiful hot country. So you get all sorts of events. If you are going to do something outdoor, I want you to be very careful. Anytime you do a trade show outside your house, I would suggest strongly that you have somebody with you. One, you have to go to the bathroom. What are you going to do? This is jewelry, right? You're not going to just leave your table unattended. Unless you're at home, you really should have somebody with you. There may be an issue. You might have to talk to the manager or whatever the case may be. You have to have eyes on that jewelry. It can disappear. It can. And it's very sad when it happens, and it makes you very angry. That's why you have to have somebody. But let's pretend it's at your house, okay? You've had your invitations. You're going to do your confirmation calls. The book suggests to send, let's say, 2 reminders 1 week before or 2 weeks before, and then 1 week before, and then the day before, whatever. You got to play that by ear. I find that although we usually recommend it for people that are not too sure, or they want to feel more secure about it. So we recommend as many as you want reminders is great. At least 1 is a must, because you want confirmations. You want everybody to confirm who's coming, so you can plan. So your show is at maximum 2 to 3 hours. Remember that. You're going to serve coffee and cookies. You're going to serve wine and cheese. You're going to serve hors d'oeuvres and whatever. That's up to you. Those refreshments are at a separate area from your table. And you never, ever allow someone to bring their glass of wine or water and lean it on your table while they're looking at your products. Accidents always happen. Always, always. Believe me, there are very few exceptions. Even at a trade show. I just did a trade show the day before yesterday, and it was a very high designer event. It was called the Cocktail Crawl, and there was a lot of very, snooty people there with walking around with their wine and, placing it on the table. I would gently pick up their glass of wine, and I'd say, I'll hold that for you while you have a look, right? You got to be careful. Accidents happen. So you got to be ready at least, if it's in your house, at least about an hour before the event. I'm hearing some background. Is somebody asking a question? Yes? No? No? Okay.
I think Cedric is not on mute, so maybe we hear.
Sorry.
From him.
Oh, that's okay. That's no problem. I'm just wondering if anybody has a question. No? Okay. So yeah, you got to be ready at least about an hour before. Obviously, I don't need to tell you guys your home needs to be somewhat tidy, right? If you do have kids, if somebody can babysit, that's the best. If they can't, have a friend over to look after them so they don't run around, in front of the table and grab things and whatnot. It just doesn't make for a professional, environment. This is your business you're trying to introduce or you're trying to conduct. And, pets and kids need to be looked after. How's that, for putting it politely, right? I had to tie my daughter to the post one time. No, just kidding. Your dress. You're not going to dress in jeans. You're not going to dress in track pants. I know you might want to. You might think my friends are cool. They don't care. Yeah, but this is your business. And since we are into the designer world, you got to look the part as much as you can. So when your friends come in, they're going to go, hey, buddy, you look like what, you're going to a party or something? I thought this was a casual drink and to see your business. You say, yeah, that's right. This is a casual drink and to see my business. But because it's my business, I got dressed like a businessman, right? Very simple, very easy to answer, because a lot of people think, yeah, well, it's just my friends and my family. Don't do it. Don't do it. Start with that image because you need that image for later as well. I'm not saying be pretentious. Don't ever be pretentious. You got to be who you are. But because this business is a luxury business, you have got to treat it accordingly, okay? It really is important, especially for later events. and outside events, which obviously you wouldn't dress into the track pants or, you know, with the shirtless, let's say, or the ladies with the shorts, right? So jeans are a definite no. Pets, blah, 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 blah. You need to have with you a set of items for every party. You need your lookbooks, Posh and Fairy. If you don't have enough money to invest in buying a stack of them, that's okay. Just get one pack or whatever you need so you can have them to show. You need to have them so you can show them. I'm going to share things with you guys that I do that are not in the manual to help you, okay? So let's say this is the original lookbook. Isn't it gorgeous? Of years and years and years ago. Can you see what it says here? It says master book. So what I do, because I don't want to be looking through books, I want to have a good time, and I want to be able to answer any question like this, okay? In today's lookbook, because I don't have it in front of me, that's why I'm showing you the old one, this is what I did. I put a sticker under every item, and I made this my master book. So anytime somebody's going to look through my lookbook at my party, and they're going to say, wow, I like these shields. How much are they? What am I going to do? I'm going to remember? Me? Nah. I got pregnancy memory, and the pregnancy was 14 years ago. Shh. I'm using that excuse, right? So I can't remember. And I'm not going to sit and look through the computer, through the website, because my system might be down. There's too many people around. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to open the page they're looking at, and I'm going to say, this is how much it is. Very simple. That's not in the book, guys. So keep that in mind. It takes a bit of work, especially to keep it updated, because some things are retired, right? Some things have changed price, but it's worth it. It's really worth it. It's better than having the price list and trying to look through the price list to find the item. This is the best way to do it. So I do recommend it, okay? Let's see, we got our invitations, we got our setup. Yes, so what do you need to have? You need to have your lookbooks. You need to have a registration sheet, a guest registration sheet. That, I was doing this last night, so I have everything here. Isn't that amazing? Now, if only I can find it. How rude, I can't. Registration sheet. Everybody knows what a registration sheet looks like, and I want you to have one. And I can't remember if the website still has it. If it doesn't, create one for yourself on an Excel spreadsheet or a Word document or whatever you want. And basically all it's got to say is the date and time of the event, who the host is, which is yourself, and you got to have everybody sign in. So you want their name, you want their telephone number, and you want their email. Now, when you do it at home, your first party is obviously your family and friends, right? So you know their name, you know their telephone number, you know their email. They don't have to fill that out, but they do have to fill out their name. You're going to take that list, you're going to attach it to all the order forms you're going to have, and you're going to use that package at the end of the year for your income taxes and to write off. Your accountant will need to write off whatever receipts you have for this party. If you had lunch, if you had lunch with Peter, for example, and you were talking about the party, that's a write-off. You guys know all about writing off things for business. If you don't, talk to your accountant, because you can write off a lot of things. Perhaps not everything at 100%, but at 50 for sure. If you have another job like I did, right, then you can write at least 50% off. Mileage, gas, whatever, car repairs, whatever. If you have a metro or a bus pass or transportation pass, all of that. So make sure you have a registration form. You need a registration form for every party, every event you do. It's a great tool because it has a date. It's got who came. You can follow up later if you are going to do your next show with people you don't know. You call your best friend and you say, Tracy, can you do a party for me? Tracy says, sure. And I'm using your name, Tracy, sorry. You don't know the people. You want their name, their telephone number, and their address. First of all, you're going to set them up as VIP customers. Even if they don't buy anything, that's okay. You're still going to set them up. Second of all, you're going to have a record of them to send them a thank you note for attending. And third, you're going to keep them in your database for the next event, next show you're going to do somewhere else, to invite them over. Okay, so very, very key. You need your pens, you need calculator, you need your order forms. Those are the key things, right? The order forms. You want to have, if you can, a laptop, an iPad, a TV, something that you're going to show a slideshow on. And I can't remember if I put that in the book, but I'm going to tell you what I've done. You go into the website, into our galleries, and you pick products from every gallery, and not in order, mix them up. Shoes next to Posh Rink, next to Fairy Mosh Exotics, whatever the case may be. Do a slideshow of about at least 50 items, and throw it on a stick, save it on a stick, and run it constantly through your events. Okay? People are visual. Most people are visual. And for whatever you don't have on the table live, I can guarantee you that someone in your party is going to catch a picture on your iPad or on your laptop and say, whoa, what's that? What was that watch? Well, you know, let me show you what was that watch. You open your lookbook, you look it up. Oh yeah, this is one of our new watches, blah, 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 blah. Okay? It's a really good tool if you can. I do it at trade shows. Trade shows, I'll bring either a laptop or my iPad, and I'll throw in a stick and I'll run it. And it has stopped people. It really has. And I pick all sorts of products. Don't discriminate on the products, right? You'd be amazed at people's taste. And don't think that because somebody looks like $1 million, they're going to buy the Fairy Mosh. They're more likely to buy your $25 Posh bracelet. It's true. That's just the way it works. I'm telling you. I used to think, oh, wow, this is going to be a good sale. Uh-huh. She was asking me for a discount on a $25 bracelet. I don't think so. But I didn't say that. That was nice. Okay. What you can do? Do you do a presentation? I don't do a presentation. I don't do a presentation at somebody else's house either. I like the people to feel comfortable. You have come here to have a glass of wine or a coffee and to see what I do for a living, to see some of my products and to pass on the word. As Ramin says, share the story, right? So I don't really want to sit you down and do a presentation. That's number one. Number two, presentation is very difficult because in order to do a presentation, you have to tell the people, be there at 5. You can't say it's from 5 to 7 or 5 to 8, right? Because what are you going to do? You're going to do the presentation 10 times when people are coming in different times? No, you're not. I don't like to have to tell people be there at 5 because that limits them and that turns them away from things like this, right? This is not a major event in their life. This is not a wedding where they have to be there to see the bride and the groom or, you know, they'll miss the wedding. This is a get together to introduce to them Fairy Mosh, Posh, whatever, to introduce to them GWT and what I do. So I'm not going to do a presentation. If you do want to do a presentation, what you do is you take a product and you got to find out everything there is to know about it. So if it's silver, if it's whatever, you have it in its box. And, you know, you open it up and you say, okay, so this is a silver, and I don't have anything in front of me here. But you know what I mean. You tell them about the product, and then you tell them about, we have 3 lines, 3 major lines. We have Posh by Fairy, we have Fairy, and we have Fairy Mosh. And you can talk about a bit about those lines. If you're new and you don't know enough, be careful what you say. Okay? That's another reason that I like to tell people to avoid doing a presentation of something, because if you're not well versed on the product, you're very likely to get questions that you won't be able to answer. So use your own discretion. If that's what you want, go ahead, that's what you do, right? So your guests come in and they're having a drink and it's amazing, and they're having their cookies or their hors d'oeuvres, and they're coming to your table and they're looking at things. Allow them to try things on. When I say that, allow them to try things on if it is at your house or a friend's house that you're doing a party for, or a hostess house. If you're doing trade shows, that's touchy. You have to, unfortunately, you have to take a look at the person and you have to decide on the spot. Do I let them try this on? Do I let them take this out of the box? Your boxes, everything has to be displayed. It doesn't have to be. I recommend that it's displayed in the box. What you do in the back of the box, you write the price. The price includes taxes, so you don't have to sit there calculating. If you want to give a discount, I'll tell you about that. At a trade show, the price is the price. Do not give discounts on the spot because you'll have to do calculating. It's very confusing, okay? And if people are piling in, you may have a problem, okay? And you can't really look away. Now, let's pretend you have another person there for a trade show. We have the $100 gift certificates. Do not be afraid to give it to people, okay? That's what they're there for. Do invest in one of those. If you don't have, or if you don't want to invest in one of those, print them yourself. You can print them off the website if you can find them cheaper, whatever the case may be, right? Some people work for a print shop, so they print it for free. Discounts are funny. When people come to your house, they want something for free, usually, or they hope they're going to get something out of this, right? Yeah, you gave them a glass of wine. You probably are going to feed them a 5-course meal. That's not enough. You brought me here for something. I'm going to tell you, you must have some kind of a store called the dollar store. Dollar store or Dollarama or something. Somewhere where you buy things for $1. Cards and kitchenware and stuff like that. Am I right? Everybody know a dollar store or something like that? Okay. That store is your best friend. 2 of them. Excellent. $2. What was that?
It's a $2 shop, yeah.
$2 shop. Amazing. That $2 shop.
That's only one. It's a recession.
That's going to be your best friend. And why am I saying that? You can have little treats for everybody that attends if you have the means to do it. Not everybody has the means to do it right off the bat, and that's okay. What I do is I have little packages. Nobody comes to my house or to my event and doesn't walk away with a package. Okay. If it's Christmas, they get the little gift bags, right? And inside them, they have the little Christmas candles. They might have 1 or 2 candles inside. It has my card, your business cards, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody has business cards, right? Nods. No nods. Oh, I'm seeing Peter. What's that, Peter? Coming, right? Print business cards. Business cards are key. That is a must. If you're going to invest in anything, it's going to be some of your lookbooks and business cards. You have to have a business card. Now we have all these new tools, right? All these new cards that show how to get in the business or to have a branding party or whatever. If you can't afford to, let's say, order them off the system, print them out. Print them out. Go to a cheap printer. I don't know if you have a $2 printer, like you have a $2 store. Find somewhere cheap and print them out. You need some kind of a business card. That's key. Even if you're walking down the street, right? You never know who's going to stop you. You never know who you're going to talk to. It's amazing when you set your mind, because everything's a mindset. When you set your mind that this is your business and that you're going to make this work and that you want to do retail sales, it's amazing how you're going to talk to the guy at the gas station or somewhere and talk to him and tell him, you know, he's going to say, hey, man, I like your watch or whatever, or I like your car or whatever he's going to say, right? And it's amazing how your mind turns everything into what you do and into your own business, and how you're going to say to him, hey, you know what? You like working here? Here's my business card. Call me. You never know. It's all a mindset. So here we are. We're at the trade. We're at your show. People have decided what they want to buy, and you are ready. Now, you guys are all far, far away. You're not here, so you can't pick up a product. I'm not going to tell you all about group shipping because there's trainings and trainings and trainings and that, right? I am going to tell you something that the book won't tell you. Again, your order forms. There. Let me show you what I'm going to do. See the top of the order form where it says this part? It's supposed to be my information, right? See these? They're stickers. Very easy. Dollar store labels. You got to be smart. Rich people didn't get rich by spending, believe me. See this? How professional does that look? So simple, right? So I print labels. I put them in all my order forms. You're going to have maybe a clipboard, if you can afford one from your $2 store. They have very cheap, nice clipboards. So everybody's going to have a clipboard with the client order form. They're going to look at the lookbooks, and you're going to tell them, feel free to pick whatever product you want. You can answer questions and whatnot. You have to check the products, and you have to check their visa. You have to check their visa. They can write the wrong number. You can lose a sale. You want their name, their phone number, and I'm now talking besides family and friends, right? You want to check all of that. You want to check the spelling because, number one, they're your VIP clients. Number two, it's in order. What the book tells you is give them the form, give them the top copy, and ask them to go into your website. You tell them how to go into your website, right? And you keep the bottom copy for yourself because this is part of your receipt and this is part of your tax, income tax papers at the end of the year. I will tell you, all my clients, especially my high-end clients, they have never placed an order on their own. I place their orders. They are, some of them not computer savvy. Some of them just get frustrated. Some of them get lazy. Some of them forget, and you lose the order. Okay? I'm going to recommend, although it's work, that you place all the orders. I think I have, there's only strangers that have placed orders that I haven't put in for them. And by strangers, saying people I meet and whatnot, or if I do an event and they want something and, you know, they'll take the form away and I'll tell them how to set it up. Let's say you're at home and somebody wants to pay you cash. What do? All of you are going to set up a VIP account for yourself with your name. You're going to be your own VIP. Under your account, you're going to set a VIP account for yourself. So my account is Daisy K Collections. gwtcorp.com/Daisy K Collection. Okay? I have a VIP account. My VIP name is Daisy Kourkoulakos. My password is 12345, which is the password you're going to give everybody, and I'll tell you about that, okay? Any cash deals that I do, what do? I put them under the Daisy account because I can't place an order on the system. Well, I can, but I'm going to pay with my IA points, which is a no-no because there's new products coming out. So that's out of the question, even if there wasn't product. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it under my VIP account. That way the commission is going to flow up to me regardless, right? Does that make sense? Yes? Not for me. Uh-oh. Shay, you're not convinced. Tell me. Okay. If you get a question, if something doesn't make sense, let me know, okay? Please. So that's for the people that don't have your, that don't want to pay by credit card. They want to give you cash. Discounts. What I do, again, this is not on the book. This is what I do. You know how the system tells us you can put 15%, 10% discount. I think there's a 5% discount now. I can't remember. I don't want to lie. I will not do that through the system. I want to see my commission in whole on the system. I will give a cash back. When you're going to place the orders, you're going to place the orders for yourself. So the orders are all going to come to you. It's going to be a group shipping, one order, right? Per party, let's say. When you deliver the product is when you give the cash back. But what I am going to do is on their order form, let's say they order something and I tell them, okay, so today, and this does not include the $100 gift certificate. Be very careful, okay? So today I'm going to give you no tax, or I'm going to give you $20 off this purchase. After you write everything and you fill out the form, you write in bold letters for them, $20 cash back on delivery. so they can see it, so they feel secure. They're not going to say, oh yeah, that's what he's saying now, but when the product comes, is he really going to remember this, right? It's good for you to remember. In my case, very good, because I can't remember. Let's not go there. But it's good for you to remember, and it's a good affirmation for them, okay? They feel more secure. Okay, he wrote it down. He's going to give me my $20, right? That's how I do discounts. If you have a $100 gift certificate, then you have to do it on the system. And the system is very simple. You'll go in, it's user-friendly, okay? If you are not computer savvy, which I think all of you are, that's why you're talking to me on Zoom here. But let's say, you know, whatever comes up, your My5 will help you. Very easy to put the $100 gift certificate in. And there's videos for that too, right? So here you go. You're going to fill out the form and your guests are going to leave. Let them leave with something. If you can't, let's say you're not in a position to give them a little treat of something, that's fine. Make sure they leave with your business card and maybe some kind of flyer or some kind of questionnaire. Are you interested in doing a home party? Are you interested in doing a party? Or are you interested in finding out about the business? If somebody comes up to you at your party and asks you about the business, you will not tell them anything at that party. You can either ask them to say, depending on your schedule, because you're the boss and you have to stay in control of that, okay? So I would suggest that you tell them, you know what? I'm not doing anything after the party. If you want to stay back for half an hour, we can have an extra cup of coffee or an extra glass of wine. Watch how many you're going to have. And we can, I can tell you all about the business, or I can call in my My5. Let me check if somebody's available and we can go through it. Not during the party. People get excited sometimes, especially family and friends. Oh, so exactly what is it that you do? Well, I'm in a business. I own a business and I own it because I want to make money. I want to be self-sufficient. I want to have a better pension, whatever it is that you want, right? So what is it that you do? Well, you know what? I'll tell you about that later. Let's enjoy a glass of wine now. Come and let me show you my new watch or my new posh stuff that I brought in. You got to avoid it. You got to avoid it. The two don't mix because it's going to get sidetracked. This is a retail sales party. This is a branding party. You want to make retail sales. I'm going to tell you, not everybody will buy. I'm going to tell you, there's people that are going to say, well, I don't really want to give you my credit card. I want to give you a check. No problem. I need your driver's license. Even if you know them. There's people that are going to say, well, I want to put in the order myself. That one, you can almost count 99% that it's not going to go. Okay? But no problem. Do not get discouraged and do not give up. It's human nature. People are not, especially the people you expect, they are not, they might not like what's on the table. They might not be able to visualize something that's playing on your iPad or something that's in the lookbook. I have had parties, and I swear to you, not one, not two, a lot more. Well, I do a lot of parties, but still, at a hostess's house, and the hostess has had, the last one was incredible. She had 15 confirmations, even the day before, up to the day before, 15 confirmations. 0 showed up. 0. The woman baked and cooked hors d'oeuvres and had everything set up. She's got a beautiful home, right? 0 showed up. She wanted to cry. She felt so bad for me. I didn't feel bad because they don't owe me anything. They don't know me. I just think they're a rude bunch of, because, you know, she prepared and they confirmed with her and they stood her up. They couldn't even call and say, the courtesy to call and say, you know what, my dog ran away and I can't come. They didn't bother. Do not be discouraged. Do not take it personally. They don't know you. They don't owe you anything, and they don't know what they're missing. Not everybody's going to show up to your house because they can't. So you're going to do another party. You might not do it the following week. You're not going to accommodate everybody. You're not going to make everybody happy. That goes for our family, our friends, our work colleagues, or everybody, right? Please, if you could make everybody happy, I'd marry you. I don't care who you are. So don't take it personally, okay? Never, ever take it personally. Don't give up. It's not once, not twice that it's happened. This was the biggest one because 15 actually confirmed. Okay. So the poor woman was devastated. In any case, I had a great time with her. I convinced her to stop worrying about it. It took me a while. I thought she was going to start crying on me. You move on from there. It is disappointing. Don't get me wrong. You walk out of there, and as much as I'm smiling and I'm outgoing and ha ha ha, and this is great, and let's have a glass of wine and whatever, right? I walk out of there and I put the stuff in my car, and I'm like, I can't freaking believe nobody freaking showed up. Okay? But they didn't. Life goes on. Hey, I got another party. You got to learn that. That comes with time. You're going to feel more secure the more parties you do, right? I remember the first parties that happened to me. I was like, really? I mean, seriously? I still get, the beautiful title as the retail sales queen. So imagine how many no's I got to have enough yeses to do that. Now, in one of the videos, you're going to hear about my $10,000 sale, right? $10,000 in one party from one customer. That is not an everyday happening, okay? So don't go thinking that I do this at every party. There's parties I'll make $150, and there's parties I'll make a few thousand. 10,000 is my top so far. I'm about to beat it because of somebody I met at a branding party, and that's the whole idea. I'm meeting people and creating clients. And he wants to put in one heavy duty order, okay, which is another fairy mosh, but it's not an everyday thing. So don't think here comes Daisy, she sells $10,000 every party. Yeah, no, that doesn't happen to anybody. I don't care who you are. Go to the biggest and the most expensive designer store in your area. You think they sell every day? No, they don't. No, they don't. Go to the dollar store, the $2 store. Do you think they sell every day? Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. That's just the way it is, right? And I mean, come on, can everybody afford this stuff? No. Does everybody want to spend this stuff? No. Mother's Day is coming. Most people should want to spend something, right? Your best, any kind of big occasion like this is tremendous for parties. Tremendous. Everything else, look for trade shows, look for charity events, go into Google, look for bridal shows. In May, in Toronto, I'm in Toronto, and May is our biggest month for bridal shows. April, May. Look for anything. If you can't think of what to look for, ask Google. Google will tell you everything. It's amazing. I don't know who created that tool. Well, I do. Upselling. You know what upselling means? Somebody picks out this necklace. This lady picks out the necklace, and you say to her, oh, here, try it on. Let me show you what it looks like. And you have a little mirror there, or big mirror on your wall and whatever. And you say, you know what? I got the earrings to match that. Want to see them? You don't push anybody. You suggest. Most of the times, it will not work because they come in there with a budget. They come there to say, I'm going to spend $100. Ooh, here's my necklace for $100. I'm going to spend $50. Here's my necklace for $50. I'm going to spend $500. Yay for you. Call me. I want to know so I can congratulate you officially on the next webinar. Okay. Any sale you make is a great sale because it's a start and you just got to keep going at it. That's all that's all it is. I was going to say something. I lost my train of thought. Okay, let's see. The next main thing is your follow-up. Guys, you have to send a thank you note by email or by phone call, depending on the person's situation, how you reach them to begin with, right? And they got to be on your website. Everybody you meet is going on your website. They're your VIP customers. First of all, it makes you feel good. Know that they're not going to become your customers. They're not going to buy anything from you, but they are on your VIP, as your VIP customer. They are set up, and heaven knows if they choose to buy something, they know where to go. This has happened. It happens with time. It doesn't happen to me all the time, but my database is pretty big with VIP customers, and I have had a commission come in, a retail commission that I don't know who it's from. I got to go in the back system. I got to go in the back office and figure it out. And do I remember that person? Miss memory here? No. But they're my VIP customer. What's the mistake in what I just said? Obviously, I haven't followed up with them. Right? That's why I can't remember who it is. but I do go in the system and I do send them a message to say thank you. Very important. When you set up everybody as a VIP customer, be it from your party or right now, because most of you haven't done this, your family is not in there and your friends are not in there, and don't lie to me. I know this. I know this. Okay. So everybody's going to go in there. The corporate sends an automatic email to them telling them, welcome to Global Wealth Trade as a VIP customer. We do have a rewards program. Ladies and gentlemen, the rewards program is key. Do mention that in your party. Do mention that. And I'm going to say one more thing, brackets here. If someone in your party looks at an item and says, this item is $300, really, I didn't want to spend that much, your $100 gift certificate is one of the gifts that they get. Okay? So make sure you do that. Make sure you give it to them. Promote sales. Those $100 gift certificate, you should be walking wherever you are with your business cards and those certificates, because no matter who you bump into and where you are, you can give these out. They are so amazing. They really are so amazing. Do the same thing. Put a sticker on them with your information. It makes it more professional. When you do meet somebody that you're going to give it to, you write the date on it, the expiry date. Don't give them too long because, really, do I really want you to call me after 5 months if I've been calling you and giving you, all the information and you're dilly-dallying? No, you don't want to waste your time. This is a business, okay? So back to what I was saying. What was I saying? Test. Oh my, nobody knows? Gotcha. Yes. Nobody. Really?
You are muted.
Oh,
Okay,
sorry. You said to put a date of expiry on the gift certificate when we meet
and before
somebody.
that, before the bracket?
The reward program, to mention it on
The reward program. That was not a test. That was a test to me because I forgot. I can be honest. You're my Aussie team.
Notes.
Say it again. What did you say, Asaf?
We're all taking notes. We are
Oh.
all taking notes.
Excellent. I should take notes of what I say. The rewards program is key. Do mention that at your party, okay? That's a casual mention to anybody and everybody, the rewards program. So I was going to tell you, when you're putting in your order form, when you're putting in your clients as VIP clients, and the company sends a blurb about welcome to, GWT. First of all, the easiest thing to do, because, I was going crazy at the beginning, writing everybody's name and passwords down and whatever. No. Everybody's username is first name, last name. My recommendation to you guys, okay? Very easy. What's Daisy's username? Oh, crap. I want to go in her website and I want to see what she bought or whatever, what's the movement she's done so I can thank her. Wait a minute, it's her first name and last name. And corporate, when they send them that, when they send them the email after you set them up as a VIP customer, the email says your username is Daisy Kourkoulakos. Their password, I recommend you put, this we've done right across, and I'll tell everybody, put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What you're going to do after that, because that's one password for everybody. When corporate sends them a message that they have become VIP customers, that message always comes to your email as well. You take that message and you forward it back to the person that you set up, that it was intended for, with a blurb of your own. Thank you for coming. You are now a VIP customer. Check out our rebates program. By the way, your username is first name, last name. Your password is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Feel free to go into the website and update your personal information. That's what you tell them. Feel free to go into your website and update your personal information. There's people at trade shows that don't want to give you their phone number or their address. If you're doing trade shows, this is what you're going to do. You're going to take their name and their email. You have to have an email or this is not going to work. That's the must, okay? If they're so adamant about, no, I don't like to give my phone number out, I don't like to give my address out, no problem. As long as I have your name and as long as I can read your email, make sure you can read everybody's email, okay? Then what you do is you use the venue's phone number and the venue's address, and off you go. Now the system is easier. Now the system only needs name, phone number, and email. In the past, it needed address to enter a VIP customer, right? We changed that. So now it's a lot easier. If they don't want to give you a phone number, no problem. Put in your venue's phone number. You're never stuck. There's always ideas of how to go around things, okay? You're never stuck. And if you're stuck, call me or text me or message me or, whatever. I'll tell you what I've done in the past with something like that. So that's key. What else can I think of? Let me see. Maintain your clients, guys. Maintain your clients, especially when somebody buys. Send them email blurbs. We have the templates in the back office. Very easy to do, right? If you don't know how to do it, talk to your My5. They will help you out. And besides that, you can make lots and lots of very good income from retail sales. Remember, though, it's not consistent. It's what you put into it. If you're going to make an effort and if you're going to make a commitment to have these parties and these shows, you are going to make money. Not on every show. Do not get discouraged. Questions? Open. Floor is open.
I have a question.
Go.
About registering them as VIP customers. And when you said to us, like, do it with your family straight away, can we do it, or is it appropriate to do it without a branding party?
Of course. It's your family.
So,
I'm going to smack my mom if she doesn't want me to put her on my website. The heck?
so how do you present it, let's say, to your friend or something? Do I do it and then I tell them I registered you?
No.
So what do you do?
No. So when you call them, you tell your family, obviously your immediate family and all your friends, you call them and you say, guys, I'm in this business. I'm going to show you what I do as soon as I have my first party. But I just want to let you know that I'm going to set you up as a VIP customer. Now, you're not going to get everybody on the phone, and your family is huge, and your friends, you have a huge circle of friends. So you know what you're going to do? You're going to do exactly that. You're going to set them up as VIP customers. Use your judgment. If you have a friend that's going to get offended, then don't do it until you talk to them. So use your judgment. Common sense prevails here, right? But what you can do is just go in, set them all up, and you do the same thing you did for your clients. You take the email that they got, you forward it back to them, you say blah, blah, blah. Create for yourself an email first to say that this is part of my business. I have just set you up as a VIP client. There's no obligation to you. I'll show you all my products, but this way you have access to my website and everything we carry, right? And I'm practicing on how to enter my clients and my friends and my family into the system. Create an email you can use for everybody so you don't have to retype it 25 times. The same with the thank you emails, right? Just make sure if you say, hi, Daisy, you're not sending it to Peter.
Yeah.
Because we do that, right? We do that. I've done that too. You're copying what you wrote. You wrote a generic email or something, and you copy it and you forget to change the name. So skip the name, leave the name out.
Okay. Good.
Daisy, when I just joined, when I introduced people to my shop, I told them, hi, I just opened the shop and I really like your opinion on my product. So I'm going to set you as my VIP.
Okay, you're cutting out on me. You froze up on me. I can't hear you.
And really
Can somebody hear him? They can tell me what he's saying.
No, I can't hear.
Katrina, how about you, babe?
No, I can't hear.
Know what you think. And if you see something you love, just let me know.
Okay, Asaf, can you hear me? Yes?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, can you repeat most of that? I heard the first part, but then you cut out.
When was the last time you...
Okay, I heard you say that when you introduce your friends, you tell them that you opened your own shop and that you'd like their opinion, and then I didn't hear anything else.
Yeah, and then they're gonna go into I sign them as a VIP. They go into my shop, and they go to the shop in a way that I'm not trying to sell them anything, in a way that they're going to review it. And by accident, they see something they love, because you cannot have something you don't love there.
Yeah.
Can you just repeat what you tell them? Because we missed that part. Please.
So, hi Daisy, I just opened an amazing virtual designer mall with more than 1,400 products, with a total worth of $16 million, and I'm going to sign you as a free VIP, my free VIP customer, and I really want you to take a look and tell me what you think. I know you have a very good taste of fashion, and you're savvy, and you're chicy, and then you're stylist, and whatever you want to compliment them.
No, it's true. It's true. It goes a long way.
Yeah, so I'm going to send you an email. You're going to get an email with your account. So go browse, and my favorite brand is Fairy. Go check Fairy first. Something like that.
Fantastic. Fantastic. You have to use your own judgment. You have to use the way you talk. It's not the way I'm telling you to say it. It's what I'm suggesting that you say in the way you would say it. What I'm suggesting that you do in the way you would do it, right? This is personal. This is your business, and it's got to have a flair of your own. Any other questions?
Yeah, Daisy, in terms of like you're talking about trade shows, is there, like I'm looking to do bridal shows, I'm thinking, retail, giftware, like across the board. Is there anything that sort of steer clear of, like that you would like, that's just more trouble than it's worth?
No, you're going to find that out the hard way, because, we book a trade show based on what we read or based on what we know, if it's something that happens every year and whatnot, right? Yeah. The things you want to ask for if you don't know about this trade show is how many people are expected? What's the background? How many years has the show been happening? How many people do they generate usually? Even at the biggest shows, when you do a trade show, it is very hard to sell at a trade show. I don't know why. I have sold some very big pieces. I have sold some very little pieces, and I have sold nothing. But the key about the trade show is the leads. It's the leads, right? Yeah. You're going to create yourself. I need to show you this, so you need to forgive me for 1 second. I need to get something and show you, okay? Oh, wait a second. I have it here. I don't need to go away. You need to create something for yourself. We created this when we did it. A huge bridal show. Hang on, because you're going to disconnect on me. Hold on. Way too many wires here. We did a huge bridal show, and we created these little forms. Okay, this is not it. I want to show you a clean one so you can see there. That we gave to everybody. And what I did is I even did a raffle, and I said, if we'd like to set you up as a free VIP customer. This is at a time when we had the $15 discount for all the VIP customers that we set up. And I told them, I'd like to set you up. You're going to receive your first $15 of your shopping spree free. Oh my. Can you see it?
Yeah.
So create whatever it is that you want off your computer. And what it is it has your name. Obviously, it's got our Fairy or whatever you want on top, but obviously something with a company. It's got a name, an email, an address. It's got a question on the bottom. What's the best time to contact you? It can have a question to say, are you interested in a home show or branding party, or perhaps a business and finding out more about how to make an income, right? These are, they're just little, what do you call them? Ballots. They're little ballots, and you create your own, whatever you want. My suggestion, don't overload it with information. Don't make it, like, look at this one. This one is somebody else's creation. It's great, but it's got too much on it and too little space for email. Make sure your space for email is big so you can see it clearly and you can read it, right? And look what I've done. These are leads from one show. This is a show in January. See all my leads? From one show. There's about 40 leads here. You clip them, you put them together with your papers for that show, because this goes to my accountant for taxes at the end of the year. And obviously my follow-ups and whatnot. Now you're going to get people who are going to talk to you at a trade show and they're going to do nothing, most of them, right? Those leads are the leads you have to really follow up with, the ones from a trade show. What else not to look for? Cultural parties for trade shows are very hard to get into. Not hard to get into. They are, so for example, I'm Greek, the company is Canadian. I was suggested by somebody that I had done a trade show with, I was suggested to do a trade show for a German, it's a German home. It's like a cultural center, German cultural center. I said, how many people do you expect? She said 500. 500, okay, it's a good number, I can do it. I go there. Would you believe that myself and every other vendor who was not German got zero business? I might have come out of there 2 hours, maybe 15 leads, which I split always with my partner, right? Whoever I have with me. Is that a waste of my time? You would think yes. I think no, because it's an experience. Guess what? I ain't doing that again. Right? You know better. Trial and error. But cultural shows, if you're not in the same culture, sometimes they're disappointing.
Charity events.
Amazing.
What's the, like, do you say, let's say, X% from the...
say whatever you want to say.
You contribute, or what's the percentage that is attractive enough, but not like, what would you recommend?
It depends on the charity event. If they have a charity event where they're expecting 2,500 people, or 5,000 people, or 10,000 people, depending on the charity event, right? And because it's charity, they're likely to buy. Now, what you want to offer is up to you. How long have you been in the business? Do you need the money right away and whatnot? But you do have to offer them something. How are you going to offer them something? Yes, do it based on sales.
Ah, okay.
Based on sales. So I'll give you 10% of the profit I made on my sales. Not 10% of the sales, guys. 10% of the profit. Remember that. Because if you give them 10% of the sales, you're going to make nothing. You're going to pay out. Right?
So 20% is too much.
Depends on the charity. Depends what you want to do. It's very personal. 20% is not too much. I've given as much as 30%.
Okay.
Depends where you're at and what you want to do with it, right?
Okay.
Jay, I think you had a question?
Yeah, firstly to Anat, it's from the profit, so if it wasn't from the profit, from the profit, instead of 100, you will make 80. It's okay. If it was from the whole thing, you wouldn't make much. Offering 20%. My question, one of them, group shipping. You mentioned you didn't really extend.
Yes, group shipping. There's all new rates. Were you guys on the webinar last night?
Yeah.
Shay, were you on the webinar last night?
I missed out.
Okay, so go in the back office because it's changed. That's why I said I'm not going to talk about it, about the rates. I will tell you that what you want to do, because obviously you're far away, is when you do a party, you want to put everything under that one party. So one party, one group shipping. And you can do that. It's in your website. And if you're not sure how, your My5 can tell you. There's a few things that have changed, including shipping rates. They got, I believe they're better for Australia too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just go in your back office for that. I don't know the rates off the top of my head because, first of all, my memory stinks. And second of all, because I'm not paying attention to the shipping rates. I'm here, right?
Yeah. When you said if you offer a discount, or for instance $20 off the shipping or whatever, you put it under your VIP that you created for yourself, and obviously because it's your VIP, you will make all the money anyway, so it doesn't really matter. What do you mean by that? So when you don't offer a discount, you just do it through your own VDM?
Okay, it's not the discount, it's the cash. If they don't want to pay by credit card, because by credit card, you're going to put in their account, their credit card. If they want to pay you by cash, how are you going to show that in the system to put in an order? You can't, right?
Okay.
So you put it through your VIP customer, yourself.
Makes sense. Perfect.
Excellent.
Anyone else?
Nobody? Nothing? That's it? Okay, so now all you guys are going to be my experts, okay? So it is, here it's Monday, so there it's Monday evening, right? So by Friday, I want a message from all of you telling me, confirming with me that you have either booked or are looking at dates for your first Mother's Day party. Even if your mom is not around anymore, it doesn't matter. Other people's moms is. Your friends want to buy something for Mother's Day for their kids, for their wife, whatever the case may be, right? And I want you to message me and tell me that your whole family and all your friends are your VIP customers, and no fibbing. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Excellent. No other questions, guys?
Amazing.
I just wanted to say thank you so much, Daisy, again. You gave our team your time over at convention as well, so thank you so much. We appreciate it. And thanks, Tracy, for organising tonight.
Well, thank you, guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for coming on. You are my favorite Aussie team. The more of you that come in, the better. Like I said, I think I was talking, it was yesterday, I was doing another call, and I was telling them that my cousin, my favorite cousin, who we grew up like this, is based in Australia, and I have to find out the exact place, because believe it or not, I'm so bad. He moved, and I think he's just outside either Melbourne or Sydney. I can't remember. And he's been begging me for years to go up there. He's got 4 kids. I know. And so he saw my posts on Facebook, and he doesn't really do Facebook, but, and he says, "Oh, your Aussie team. Oh, and, I've been here like 30 years. Hello." And we keep meeting all over the world. He keeps coming here, or we meet back home in Greece, right? But I've never been to Australia. So I was saying, well, I wouldn't come to Australia to see my Aussie team. Of course, I'd come to see you, right? So got to be very careful on Facebook on that. But yes, I am going to come and see you guys.
I must say I was so anti-branding parties, that I'm so happy that I joined this webcast, because you've changed everything to me. So thank you.
Fantastic. That's fantastic. You're very welcome. You know what? They really are fun. And you can always message me. If I don't answer right away, I also do real estate. If I don't answer right away, don't fret. I will answer you. If you get nervous, or if you got any other questions, or whatever the case may be, just message me. Message me. We can even get on another one-to-one Skype or Zoom, or I don't even know how to set up Zoom.
Oh, you're so good.
Okay, so anytime, just call me.
Thank you.
Daisy,
So much, Dave.
I got one.
Thank you so much.
I got one.
Guys? Yes, love.
I was just wondering, out of your customers from your parties and trade shows, what would be the I guess, conversion to becoming a business builder? Like, have you had quite a few become?
Yeah. The show I did on Saturday, it is now 8:24 a.m. here. I will be calling a lady from the show I did, the Snooty show, as I like to call it, because she got so interested, and she says, so what are you guys? Do you guys have a store? And I said, no, we're online. We're a designer company, Canada's top designer, blah, 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 blah. And she says, you're wearing everything. Guys, it's key to wear your products. I'm telling you, be a product of the product. It makes a difference. And I said, oh yeah, this is an amazing business. I said, I get to wear this. And I didn't say I get paid to wear this because it just slipped my mind because I was, you know, there was a few people around. I was trying to concentrate. And she says, how long have you been doing it for? And I said, 8 years. I said, it's the most amazing business. I said, are you interested in finding out more about it? Boom. She goes, oh yeah. I said, okay, I'll call you on Monday morning. She gave me her information. She gave me everything. I think I know her life story within 1 minute, or at least half of it, right? So the conversion happens. Retail customers usually remain retail customers. Sometimes they switch over. That's the amazing part. Not always. More often, they will remain retail customers. Okay, but you can convert them because you'll get the questions. And what you need to promote is this is an amazing business because I get to, you know, I walk around with this and I get paid to wear it. What do you mean by that? Well, what I mean is that this kind of business makes me enough money that it pays for my jewelry, and all I have to do is share it and show you. Just like you stopped me and told me my earrings are nice. Okay, you know what? Speaking of earrings, I have to tell you guys, because I don't think everybody knows, I have to tell you my earring story. The picture that's on the website right now on Facebook, my husband has an annual sailor's captain, we call it the captain's ball every year. Lots of people, very fancy, very formal. What I used to do in the past, and still do, is I used to make a deal with the organizers that I will donate a piece for the raffle ticket if they allow me to put my lookbooks on every table and my business cards and introduce the gift so I can tell them about the company, just 2 blurbs. They always agreed because my gift was one of the top raffle prizes, right? So here I am. You see that picture. If you take a good look at that picture, I'm playing the piano. I do play the piano, by the way. They had asked me to play because the piano player didn't show up. So here I am. They're feeding me shots. You'll see them all on the piano. Shh, don't tell. And I'm playing. If you take a close look at my earrings are not fairy. And I'll tell you why. I was playing the piano and I was wearing my fairy earrings. And then I get to introduce the piece. And I go up to the stage and I'm introducing the piece for the raffle ticket winner. And as I'm coming down the stage, this girl comes at me, swarms me, and she says, oh my God, I knew there was something about you. I knew there was something about you. And I'm like, okay, what is this? And she says, I want your earrings. And no, she says, I love your earrings. I said, oh, thank you. They're part of my line. You have the lookbook at your table. I can order them for you. And because you're here today, if you order them today with me, then you get a 15% discount. She says, no, I got no time for that. I got an event tomorrow. It's Saturday. She's got an event. I can't remember if it was a wedding or a bridal party or something to do with the bride. She had to go the next day. She says, I need those earrings for tomorrow. I said, well, I really can't get them for you for tomorrow. She says, oh, no, that's not what I mean. I want those, the ones I'm wearing. And I look at her and go like, ew, I'm wearing them. They're earrings. This is just gross. And she goes, oh, no, don't worry about it. She says, I'll just use rubbing alcohol and they're going to be just fine. She bought the earrings right off my ears. That doesn't happen every day, believe me. But that was just, I'm thinking, okay, you're just gross, but yes, I will take your money. If you really want me to, I will.
Wait a second. So you said that in the picture you weren't wearing fairy.
That's right.
Don't tell me you took hair earrings in return.
No, at that show, there was a lady, now the lady's me. There was a lady that had a table with fashion jewelry. Because I gave her my fairy earrings, I went and I bought earrings to put on. So the loops that you see in the picture, those are not fairy.
No.
Which is very unlike me, because if anybody that knows me knows I'm fairy top to bottom, right? So there you go. There's a story to tell. But again, that doesn't happen all the time, right? Not so many people are gross that will take the earrings off you. Like, come on, a purse I understand, even though my aunt is crazy. But earrings, no, that's just. Any other questions? Marvelous. Marvelous, darlings. It was a pleasure being here today with you guys. Message me anytime if you have any questions, or if you get stuck on something, or if you just want to chit chat more about it, or if you're going to do a trade show and you want to go over some things again, we can go over them, okay?
Kalimera.
Kalimera, αγάπη μου, kalimera.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. Have a great evening.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye, guys.
Bye.